the one and only Soha Ali Khan. Let's hear it for Soha. Your mother was here with us yesterday. And Goretti, in fact, even your husband is my favorite. All right? Now, Maria, let me start off with the beautiful lady, you know. You know what's going to happen today is that there's going to be a competition between husband and wife. Kunal is the chef. Ripu, are you going to help the lovely lady? So they'll make some dishes, which is, you know, the master chef is going to tell them. And the entire contest is going to be judged by Master Chef Yan. Now, Yan, not only can he cook, he can also stock, he can chop, he can sing, and can he dance?
I have a sweet tooth, so I skip usually straight to the dessert. And chocolate cake is one of my favorite things to eat. But that's not what we're going to be making today.
Thank you.
He's not very good with baking, but he does cook quite well, which is why I'm a little bit nervous today. I have to admit, between the two of us, he's better in the kitchen. But he tends to make things like spaghetti and biryanis and complicated things like that. I think cake is too easy for him.
Thank you so much. You know,
because she can't cook. So, I mean, if she could cook, then I would say I cook better, but she doesn't cook. So I don't know what's happening with the competition because Chef Ripu's to do all the work, and I will just stand with the pretty Maria, and we'll wait when they're ready. We'll just take 5 minutes, get it done. So, yeah, the underdog's there. So,
thank you so much. I'll go away after one final question to the lovely lady, Maria Goretti. Okay. Now, what is the favorite dish of your entire family which you cook?
Oh my God, that's a very difficult one. But they really love my risotto. So that is something I learned to make a few years ago because out of necessity, I never really cooked. So when Soha says I don't cook, I completely get that space. When I got married, I didn't even make chai. I still don't. Okay? So because I had kids and they needed to be fed, so I learned how to cook. So the thing is, it's fine, you know, I mean, and then you kind of learn because your kids say, oh, it's damn good, Mom, so you want to do better, and that's my cooking journey.
Thank you so much.
Palm oil or Malaysian palm oil can create wonderful dishes. That's my hope, and I hope everybody will enjoy this and most welcome to stay and go through the whole event with us. With the personalities around, I'm sure this would be a very exciting event. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Yusuf. Well, Chef Ripu Handa, you've been the winner of a big contest. Have you ever used palm oil?
Yeah, right now I'm using the palm oil in my restaurant, especially in my restaurant, and it's really good. I use the palm oil for fry items, like in my restaurant. So it's very nice, it's very healthy. Thank you.
How do you like Indian food?
I have the best Indian meal last night in the hotel. And I tell you, I've traveled all over the world. And I have never had the opportunity to taste something so genuine, so traditional, and so authentic. And all the other things that I've tasted in the US and London, to me, is not really Indian cuisine. Here, you got to come here to taste the true flavor of Indian cuisine. And this is my first time in India. Wow. My first time. And I have judged cooking class. I've judged cooking competition worldwide, master chef, top chef, all over the place. But I've never worked with the star. So today we're cooking with the star. And I have never had the opportunity to cook with the 2-star, not the fixer, but really 2-star. When I judge, nobody argue with me because, when I said who wins, it stays who wins, okay? Anyway, it's a pleasure to be in the first time in Malaysia, India, Mumbai, working with Malaysian palm oil, because I think you know that the principal actor is not only 4 of you. The principal supporting actor is Malaysian palm oil.
Wonderful, Master Chef Martin Hian. Thank you. I'll now throw it open to you, but with a small rider that Malaysian palm oil, and palm oil is
Difference between Malaysian palm oil and Indian palm oil? Can you tell us?
I don't think that that's the...
trick.
I have to say, I'm more of a consumer of palm oil than an expert on where it originates, but I've just been told that India is one of the largest importers of palm oil, and we're doing a lot to try and increase production in India, so I suppose we won't have to import so much. And memories of landing in Malaysia and seeing wonderful palm trees, so obviously Malaysia is one of the largest producers. But I'm quite sure that you can tell us more in terms of if there's a difference and what that difference is.
We have been producing Malaysian palm oil for the last 100 years. And so we have perfected most of the production, processing, and marketing processes and bring the product as best as it can ever be to the table, to the consumers. So what is differentiating is the assurance of good solid oil, I mean, in terms of application and assurance that you have when you engage with Malaysian palm oil. Of course, there are other forms or suppliers of palm oil from other sources, but today you can be assured of the after-sales support service and even pre-sale service like what we are having today. So it can only happen when there is real assurance of quality supply that you can depend on this oil in that sense, and that is the differentiating component. Thank you.
Is it herbal or fruit or something? Let's know about palm a little bit more. Why it is useful for the health and all.
Okay.
Why you came 5 years back in India?
There are only 3 types of food scientifically. You have the protein, you know what proteins are, the meat and the lentils or whatever. And you have the carbohydrates, the sugar, the flour, the rice, and you have the oil. These are the 3 major macro food components. And you all need these 3, basically. You need the protein, you need the carbo, and you need the oil. And palm oil happens to be one of the best oils that you can have for all the cooking requirements that you need to support your food intake, your nutritional requirement. So it's not a herb, it's a major component of food, and that's why you can't do without it. Otherwise, you lose out in terms of energy, inadequacy, malnutrition, or lack of vitamins absorption, if you don't have enough oil ingested, I mean taken in as part of your food system.
सोहा एंड कुणाल, मेरा आपसे क्वेश्चन है. हमने ऐसे सुना है कि अभी एक कंपटीशन होगा छोटा सा, तो घर पे कभी ऐसा कंपटीशन हुआ है खाना बनाने का आप दोनों के बीच में? मैंने कहा इनको आता ही नहीं बनाना, तो कैसे होगा कंपटीशन? मैं अपने साथ कम्पीट करता रहता हूँ कि इसको अलग कैसे बनाऊँ अब. लेकिन मैं इन्हें वही कहता हूँ कि मेरे को बहुत टाइम से प्रॉमिस करी खाना बनाऊंगी, बेवकूफ़ बनाई जा रही, खाना नहीं बना रही. तो ये इसीलिए कंपटीशन के बहाने कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ी मोटिवेशन मिल जाए. आई थिंक पाम ऑयल से ये हो जाएगा काम कि कल घर पे पाम ऑयल आ जाए और उसमें कुछ बनेगा. सोहा, कुणाल की कौन सी बनाई डिश आपकी फेवरेट है?
I was going to say lots of nice things about Kunal, but I think spaghetti, जैसे मैंने कहा, one of my favorite things to eat is this spaghetti with the tomato-based sauce with lots of garlic, and he makes a spaghetti ali olio very well, और वो मेरे लिए उसमें टमाटर का कुछ एक garlic के साथ बनाते हैं. It's not that great.
सोहा, हाँ, तो आप कब बनाने वाली हैं कुणाल के लिए?
मुझे मालूम है कि अभी 3 साल हो गए और 3 साल से मैं कह रही हूँ कि मैं अभी सीखने वाली हूँ. आई थिंक अब आप सबके सामने भी मैंने कह दिया है, तो आई हैव टू स्टैंड अप फॉर दिस. अभी आप तो देखने वाले हैं कि मैं और रिपू जी आपके लिए कुछ बनाएंगे, उसमें मेरा हाथ भी होगा. हाँ, तो ये शुरुआत है, राइट?
कुणाल, हमेशा ऐसा होता है कि बीवी जब नाराज हो जाती है तो हस्बैंड खाना बनाकर उन्हें मतलब स्पेशल डिश बनाते हैं उनके लिए. तो ऐसा कभी हुआ कि सोहा नाराज हो गई और आपने अपने तरफ से कोई डिश?
ये जब नाराज हो जाती है तो मैं पहले जाके खुद खाना खा लेता हूँ ताकि मेरा मूड सही रहे, ताकि मैं, क्योंकि जब मैं खाली पेट होता हूँ तो मैं बहुत एक अलग ही, जैसे वो अब ऐड आता है ना जब वो हीरोइन बन जाते हैं सब, तो मेरा भी वैसा ही हाल है. तो जब नाराज हो जाती हैं तो पहले जाके मैं अपने लिए अच्छे से खाना बनाता हूँ, खाता हूँ, शांत हो जाता हूँ, फिर इनको पूछता हूँ कौन सा चॉकलेट केक खाना है, और फिर वो मंगा लेता हूँ क्योंकि मुझे बनाना नहीं आता.
सोहा, जैसे कि कुणाल ने कहा कि आपको खाना बनाना नहीं आता है, तो आपने कभी सीखने की कोशिश की कुणाल से कि मुझे सिखा दो या फिर कोई डिश सिखा दो मुझे?
हाँ, मैं हमेशा उनसे कहती हूँ कि आज थोड़ा सा वक्त दे दीजिए मुझे, मैं सीखना चाहती हूँ। वो वक्त निकालते ही नहीं है, तो गलती उन्हीं की होगी, मुझे लगता है।
कुणाल, जैसे कहा जा रहा है कि अभी सोहा खाना बनाने सीखेंगी और सीख भी जाएंगी। नहीं नहीं, लेकिन बट एक बात है, आप कौन सी डिश सबसे पहले खाना चाहेंगे सोहा के हाथ से?
यार, एक बार इन्होंने मुझे कहा था कि मैं कुछ बना के लाती हूँ। मुझे याद है 10 मिनट किचन में थी, मैं कहा पता नहीं क्या बना रही है। मैं अंदर गया तो वहाँ खड़ी थी, कहती है ये ऑन कैसे होता है? मैंने कहा लाइटर से होता है। अरे ये अपने आप ऑन नहीं होता है। तो फिर मैंने कहा नहीं, इसमें अपनी भलाई है, क्योंकि अगर इसने बना भी लिया तो मुझे खाना पड़ेगा, और उसके बाद मेरा क्या होगा वो मुझे नहीं पता। तो समटाइम्स आई एम हैप्पी दैट शी इज आल्सो नॉट ट्राइंग, बिकॉज़ देन आई हैव टू पुट अप अ ब्रेव फ्रंट एंड से बहुत अच्छा खाना है।
Maria, what do you want to say about association with the Malaysian palm oil?
What do I want to say about it? Okay, the reason I'm here is because I really do believe that palm oil is the way to go in terms of health. Okay, because it's great with it's got vitamin E, it's got vitamin A, it's got a high smoke point. In a house that has children, there's a lot of deep frying that happens. So palm oil is something, because it has a high smoke point, I know that every time I'm frying something for my kids, I know that it is still healthy. And so I think that's the way to go for every household here, because as Indians, we do a lot of deep frying. We fry everything, no matter what it is. You know, so I think an Indian household should definitely try this out.
Okay, Soha, यहाँ पे कभी बेबो करीना ने कुछ बनाकर खिलाया आपको?
I love these questions. I love them. नहीं, मुझे ये 100% मालूम नहीं है, लेकिन मैं काफी कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ कह सकती हूँ कि करीना को भी कुकिंग नहीं आती है।
Chef Ripu, may I ask you what you think about the Malaysian palm oil, personally?
The main thing is that it's very light, because personally I use this oil in my restaurant. So when I use in my restaurant, it's the customer requirement is fulfilled. You know, the customer told me it's very light. That's the main reason why I prefer palm oil. The main thing is that. Yeah, it's economical, because in India its price is 75 rupees per liter, but it's a refined palm oil. Yeah.
As a chef, I have several restaurants in the U.S. As a chef, you want to choose an edible oil, cooking oil, that have a neutral flavor. You don't want to cook something that all tastes exactly the same flavor. So you want to cook chicken, you want chicken flavor. So Malaysian palm oil has a very nice, light, neutral flavor. And also, it can heat resistant. That means you heat it up, they don't go smoking as easily. So you can do stir fry. As a chef, we do stir fry, we do steam, we do deep fry. You want to have oil can withstand high temperature without smoking. When it smokes, that means it breaks down. When it breaks down, it destroys the cooking quality already. And also, because palm oil has is rich and high in antioxidant, which is anti-aging. It's very, very good. And also help, like Doctor said, help absorption of a lot of vitamins. Makes it easier for you to absorb. And a lot of people, over 40, a lot of them are concerned about cholesterol. And this raised the good cholesterol, which is HDL, which is very, very important for anybody over a certain age. In fact, a lot of young people start having cholesterol problem. So I think it's very, very important. And also, because it's high resistant, so it does not oxidize as easily. So that means they don't go as a chef. You don't want to have oil in your pantry for a couple of weeks or 3 weeks. It go rancid because it's very easy to oxidize, a lot of those. And all of these is free of trans fat, because I'm also a scientist, food scientist. It's free of trans fat, free of cholesterol, because it's vegetable oil. And not only that, you remember 20, 30 years ago, they talked about hydrogenated oil and this and that. They found out a lot of trans fat, which is really bad for you. So Malaysian palm oil doesn't have any of these. And also, it is good because it's free of genetic modified organism, and a lot of the corns and a lot of things are genetically modified. You never know what is the effect 5, 10, 20 years later.
That was the last question. Thank you very, very much. I invite you in front for a picture for the press, please. Thank you. Okay, so wonderful. Thank you so very much. Many thanks this afternoon to the press. Thank you for your presence here today. Many, many thanks to Malaysian Palm Oil Council for organizing such a wonderful meet. And Master Chef Martin Yen, Brand Ambassador of MPOC. Thank you very much. Dr. Yusuf Basadon, CEO of MPOC. Thank you very much, Mr. Kunal Khemu. Thank you very much, Soha Ali Khan. Thank you very much.